morning and namaste. How's everyone out there? This is Destiny, and it is Wednesday. It's already April 8th, 2020. Guys, I am here this morning because I got a download from the universe that gave me this message, and I want to share it with you guys. But I'm here, and I try to get here as often as I possible to Destiny Forever platform so I can be able to reach out to my beautiful souls, my friends and families out there. Guys, how are you really doing? Those that have been quarantined in, those that has been laid off or has been put on this furlough status, or whatever your situation may be, how are you really doing? My advice and my encouragement to each one of you, no matter what your circumstances are, no matter what the situation may be, or whatever you may be going through, stay center focused. Stay steadfast and unmovable. Like I said, things can happen all the time, and they will. Bad things, good things, wrong things, right things, whatever. Fearful things, sicknesses, diseases, virus, whatever the situation may be, they will happen. Life happens. And it's going to happen all the time. At some point or another, something's going to come up, or maybe several of those things are all happening at one time. But I keep saying, even though they are around you, they do not have to be in you. So stay center focused. Keep your mind on the divine creator of the universe. Focus. Do not create your reality of fear, of doubt, being afraid, and living in anxiety and all those different things. Trust the universe. And that's, like I said, destiny, that's hard. A lot of things in life is hard, but when we give our efforts in trying to achieve a greater, higher place of thinking, and we are aligning ourselves with the divine creator, he will help you. He will pull you out of that fear. He will pull you out of those hard moments. He will pull you out of the pandemic or sickness or whatever it may be. He will help you, but you gotta be helping yourself. So all I can say to you is stay center focused. Keep your body strong. Keep taking your vitamins, your supplements that you need, natural healthy supplements. Keep boosting your immune system with the right foods, and just keep doing the right thing, because the creator, he will help you as long as he knows that your intentions is right. And I didn't come here to say all of that, but you were on my mind, and I just want to make sure that you knew that I had this message from the universe. So let me get up here. Let me get up here for you guys. Oh, hi again. Like I said, this is Destiny. Let me give you this message right quick, because I don't want to make this video long. So, this is day 6 for Destiny Quarantine in day 6. I haven't broken out of here yet to get out into nature, but when that moment does hit me and I feel the call of the universe, ain't no stopping Destiny. So let's go. Now, what the universe, or God, the creator of the universe, gave to me this morning was this topic called mind pollution. Mind pollution. I was like, wow, mind pollution. And I had to get up out of my bed, like I always say, and I began to jot down my notes, because I will be looking down at the notes that I wrote down. So I was like, okay. So as I got up this morning, he gave me what I needed to share with the viewers out there today, and then I'm done. So, mind pollution. What is mind pollution? Now listen very carefully, because we're going to learn all this together, okay? This is a new thing for me. Mind pollution is amount of negative thought process that is absorbed at each moment without noticing evil effect on your behavioral emotions, and it is draining you of creative energy at individual level or levels, or at an institutional level, or at an organizational level, or even at a governmental level. And all this absorption of these negative things that has been created around us, whether it's our negative thoughts or our negative thinking patterns or someone else's, or coming from out of the world system or whatever, it creates within each one of us who opens ourselves up to hear all of the negative things and the negative thoughts that is around. It's going to create doubt. It's going to create anxiety. It's going to create unwanted aggression and a non-created energy. That's the energy that the Creator did not create you from. You are creator. We are all energy being, but by us allowing our minds to be polluted, then we're going to create a non-created energy, far from where the divine creator universe created. And that is very dangerous, and it's very hazardous. It's so much dangerous and hazard than the environmental pollution. And that has a lot to say. And then what it does happen, it leaves no space for vital creativity, for well-being, for health, for wholesomeness, for even happiness and a peace of mind that the Creator had created for mankind. And we just keep moving, y'all. You'll get it. Meditate on that. Okay? Today, we are living in a perilous and a trying time. I'm not going to talk about fear, not in him right at this moment, because he didn't put it in my heart, but the message has been put out there. It's been put out there way before the ages of time, before a man even started speaking it. It was there. And you have that connection and that relationship with the divine creator God, then you should know his voice. And when he's speaking to you, you should know everything that he has designed and patterned for you to follow after. And he wants you to follow after wholesomeness and being your whole complete self, being authentic the way that he created you from the foundation of the earth, from the heart of Mother Nature. So today's world is materialistically extremely developed, and they are still developing, and it will continue to be on a developing path. Because why? So many thoughts that's come out of our mind has been polluted, and we are being pulled toward working against the plans of the Creator. And then we are creating things from our thoughts and creating things in the way that man sees and believe that this world should be created. But this world was already created before man was put here. God, the creative universe, he already created everything. But we are continuously developing paths that's leading us down the wrong way, that's leading us from health and wholesomeness, from our divine true self, from the divine creator, and is creating a world of panic, a world of fear, a world of hopelessness and helplessness and sickness and diseases and viruses and all kinds of things, fear, anxiety, just the list goes on. It's endless. All because of our mind pollution. The world, guys, or even the cosmos, they say is too small that mankind can live before. And why this has happened, or why they think this has happened, And what will happen in the future if this materialistic development process continues? We're going to find ourselves zapped out. We're going to lose our whole being. And the species of this earth and this world, it's going to be no more. We're going to evaporate. So, why this has happened, or why we allow it to continue to happen, and what will happen in the future, as I said, it's going to be no more of the creator's creation. If this materialistic development process continues, and we'll keep creating more of negativity, we keep creating more of everything against what the Creator has created for us to live in, for us to walk in, believe in, to be our whole natural self, to be the creators that's in us, that He put in us, to be our creators of our life, of our reality. We create. And the answer that I can say is this: we will no more in this world see the effect of this mind pollution if we keep gravitating ourselves in this downward, falling, broken world, this fallen, broken environment that man has created. Listen to this. Nature is great and has always remained great from the very beginning of time. That was the divine creator, God creation. He created this wonderful earth, this beautiful universe. He created all things within the universe. He took the universe and He put the universe within us. We are the universe. The universe is in us. So nature is great because the creator universe is great. He's the great I am. And without complaining, guys, which we always do, we always falling into that place of complaining, never seem to be appreciative, never seem to be, accepting of what the divine creator has. It's just like whatever they put out there in the world, we got to play along with their games. We got to play in their lies. We got to run down the rabbit hole behind everything that we know that is not from the divine creator. And we are creating worlds of chaos. We creating worlds of haphazard. We create a world of dangerous. We create a world where we are going to be endangered species, a lost and separated totally, completely from the divine higher power God, the creator of this universe. And that is not the plan of the divine creator. So, and without complaining, nature will serve mankind until the last breath. Whether man is able to realize the pain of nature experiencing because of this environmental pollution, because of this programming from our ego, that our ego has put us into that place of mind pollution. The ego has set all kinds of negative traps to pull us from growing into our greater and higher self, because the ego has its plan to defeat us. I leave that there on the table. We were taught earlier in our lives that man is too small and that man can't conquer the weight that has been placed on him. So that lie has to come from the world systems. That lie has to come from your ego. Because that's not the plan of the divine creator. You are, and me, and all of us was made and created in His image and in His likeness. That means we are God consciousness. We are powerful. We are inseparable. We have power and strength within us that the world can't even reckon with, but we have to come together and agree with what the Creator said about us. Great is He. He created us great. And we stop listening to all the negativity and all the programs of the world system from our ego, things that the ego is telling us. We got to get beyond that, get above that, get away from that, get out of those ego traps and all the negative patterns and all the negative thinking. Let this mind be in us, which was in our divine creator. That powerful mind that will defeat and conquer anything, everything in life. But we were taught earlier in our lives that man is too small and that man can't conquer the weight that was placed on him. Whereas there is a vision, God, the creator of the universe, will give us provision, and he has put vision within us. So however, man is now turning more back to his natural roots of Mother Earth. And now we're seeing more so people consciously awakening to their higher self. And they're conquering these lies of the ego world within them. They're conquering them. And people are growing each day. And that's why the world is such a chaos. That's why the world is such a fear. That's why the world is such defeat and such sickness and such pain. And that's why the world is groaning and moaning, because we have to grow from all the negative things that has kept us in bondage, has kept us from being the greater being that the creator God has created us to be. So how did this happen? Well, we polluted our minds. We did. And we allowed the ego. I guess I could say that. Then we partnered up with our ego. And we allowed the ego to pollute our minds, and we agree with the ego plans. We did not fight back. We did not war back with the ego. We just accepted whatever the ego said. We believed it, we acted on it, we spoke it, and we gave life to those things that the ego. And we polluted our minds to meet all the greed in the world. Doing over exploitation of natural resources. We did all kinds of things. And also making the hurdles in natural processes. We did everything, and we did things that we stopped our evolving, our transcending, our energy bodies moving to the greater and higher place that the Creator has created for us to be at our higher, greater consciousness state of mind. Our minds have become to the way that the world thinks. I said that the way that the world thinks. And remember, I keep telling you guys, you are not your thoughts. Your thoughts comes from your ego, especially all those negative thoughts, all those negative things that you have been programmed, that you keeps coming up out of you. It comes from your ego. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to act it out. You don't have to speak it into the atmosphere. You got to learn to shut it down and go deep within you. You'll find life. You'll find yourself. You'll find your victory. You'll find that you're a champion. You'll find that you're an overcomer. You find your greater higher self in your soul consciousness state of being. That is the highest place that the Creator had created for you, the kingdom of heaven that He put within each one of us. Our minds have become to the way that the world thinks and is longer operating with everything that goes on with the world. When the world is in a turmoil, when the world is in a panic, when the world is in fear, when the world is in sickness, when the world is in defeat, we allow ourselves to be operated with the turn of the world systems. And we have become to the way that the world thinks. And then we are no longer operating in the frequencies and in the energies of the universe, Mother Nature, because we're allowing mind pollution to overcome and take us away from the plan of the divine Creator and pull us and keep us attached to our lower state of consciousness, our ego. Guys, when we see the newspaper in the morning, or we watch the TV news channels, or even if we on that social media pages and we on there so much during the day or throughout the day, guys, we notice that there are a lot, so many bad events, so many negative things, so much so much distractions, so much turmoil, so many fear things been put out there, so much negative patterns and forms, and such a negative environment has been created by many people on your social media platforms. But we seem to gravitate because we want to know what's going on. We want to know what people are saying, and we are taking in all those negative things. You got to shut it off. If it's negative, if it does not help to create your higher, greater self, it does not help you to stay in that positive mood and keep moving toward the divine creator God, then everything that you're hearing coming out of the newspapers, away from TV channels, from social medias, we have to move ourselves away from it, detach ourselves so we can continue to grow into our higher and greater self. We notice that there are a lot of bad events happening around us, and a lot of critics and things that we know that it's not true. We know that it's not the plan of the divine creator God, but we agree with all these critics. A lot of times we don't speak out against it, but we seem to settle. And when we settling with anything, that is just like we agreeing. You have to use your voice, start speaking out against these things, and you change those negative platforms to a more positive state of being. What is the reason for this, guys? The reason is our mind pollution. And now mind pollution has grabbed in its jaws on every field out there is, such as the political field, the social field, the educational field, the commercial field, the economical field, and even the spiritual field. And it has left no field out there untouched from our mind pollution. That's something you need to think on. Time is the most perishable thing in the world today. And look like we are running out of time. So if we are running out of time, that means we need to be running to the divine creator God himself and throwing ourselves at his mercy and getting ourselves aligned with everything that God wants for us, and started breaking these old patterns and these old habits, and breaking out of these fears, and breaking out of people's programs, trying to program us to live in this negative world, to live in a world of fear. I'm not going to go no more there. It's time to clean up our minds, people. It's time to clean up our ways. It's time to clean up our thoughts. It's time to get up out of all the lies and all the fears. And even those things happening, I'm not saying everything happening is a lie, but we don't have to create more of the lies, more of the pain, more of the fears, more of the sickness, and everything that keeps us in our lower state of consciousness. We have to continue to fight war, because we are warriors. He has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. You better use it. And it's time to clean up our mind. It's time to clean up that mind pollution, because just as air pollution has an adverse effect on our physical health, guys, listen, that mind pollution has a demoralizing effect on our mental, on our moral, on our spiritual health as well. The words we use is going to reflect the way we think. And I say it all the time, as a man or a woman thinks within his or her heart, so he or she becomes. It's those thoughts that's coming from your ego. It's those lies coming from that ego. It's all those traps that the ego has set, so you can fall into those traps, so you will never rise to the greater place that the creator God has created for you to be. How we think, people, affects the quality of our lives. We got to beat this illusional world. This world is an illusional. Life is but a dream. We live in illusional world, but we don't have to play the parts that the world is that the world is throwing out there for us. I'm not signing up to play a character in this delusional world. I'm not signing up to play a character in this world of fear, in this world of trauma, in this world of all those things that keep me in that negative state. But I am gonna cast to play the part that I am a creator of my life and my reality. I am God consciousness. Greater is He that is in me than he that is in the world. You are God. You are God consciousness. Good thoughts, people. Positive thoughts. Great expectations and appreciation of good things in our fellow man and even in our lives. It has a direct link to the quality of our lives, the way that we are living, and more than a small impact on those that are around us. And listen, we should use words all the time that uplifts us, that uplifts each other, words that encourage, words that motivate, words that inspire our brothers and our sisters to achieve their greater, higher self, to attain greatness, to become all that the Creator God has created for them to be. We should be pulling them up constantly, daily, with positive words, with our positive energy, with love, and with peace, and shining that light on the darkness so it can bring them into the place of light. Guys, foul words like foul air are highly polluted. It's very highly polluted, and it will bring us down quickly, fastly, and will bring us down morally, socially, and spiritually. They always say this, and I know you hear this slogan spoken in many situations, in many places, and many people have said this. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. Now I want you to do me a favor. In these comment box, tell me how you think the mind is a terrible thing to waste. What do you think? Give me your opinions, your comment on how do you feel that the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Drop your comments and your answers in the comment box. Definitely want to hear from you. You know that famous quote, the mind is a terrible thing to waste, was part of a campaign slogan that was used by the United Negro College Fund in 1972, and that was used to drive home the point of the necessity of education. You get in school, you stay in school, you keep moving toward your college education, you get an education, get education. But listen to Destiny. That is all great and that is all fine. The mind is a terrible thing to waste, but Destiny is not trying to drive you to college to get an education or to any school to get an education, because we need far more and we need far beyond what any school or any classroom is teaching out there today. So Destiny is here, and I am encouraging you to get out of your mind pollution. Get out of the pollution of other people's minds and the world system's minds, your ego mind thinking. Get away from mind pollution totally. And get out of all the negative thoughts, all the negative ways and things that the world and the ego has created. Get away from all of those. And you go and you educate yourself. Get wisdom, get knowledge, but with all your get understanding. That came from the divine creator God. That's where he wants you to be. Everything you need is already inside of you. God is within you. Go deep within. The answer lies within you. Then you can go, you do researches. You can go and you can tear down the whole internet system and dig and search. And the more that you search, he said, you will find me. He will bring the answers that you need. You can get educated. You got to get out there and start educating yourself. You have to educate yourself with the knowledge. You have to educate yourself with the wisdom that the Creator God has put in you, that he has put out there, so that you can become your greater, higher self. All this knowledge and information about everything that you need for life to sustain in this world, this broken world, this world that is falling, is in you. Look within you. Educate yourself. Educate yourself. It was there before the foundation of the earth. All things that you need is in you before you were born. And that's it. So he gave me that download this morning of the mind pollution. I'm going to upload it to you. So on that further note, Destiny will see you at the next video. Mind pollution. Think on this. And don't forget to go back and you leave your comments and you answer this. How do you think that the mind is a terrible thing to waste? Okay? And I'll see you in the next video. Namaste. Continue to have a great evening, a great day, a great morning, a great night, wherever you may be across this beautiful globe. And I will talk to you at the next video. Love you guys. Namaste. Day 5. No, it's day 6. Day 6 for Destiny quarantining. Day 6. And I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. How are you? Let me know. Tell me how can I help you? If there's anything you want to talk to me about, anything that you need, information and knowledge as a friend, I am here. Destiny Forever Walks. Check me out on my Facebook channel, my Facebook page, my YouTube channel. Just check out Destiny Forever Walks. I'll see you guys. Namaste. Have a great day.